You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take...
How is he? Is he gonna make it?
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Oh, balls to you all. You're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya.
Yes. Shame my first sight had to be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could. And don't think I don't know it. I told you you'd make me proud. Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for. And I feel about 100 years older than when we left, but we're finally ready. You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the queen Albion needs. So come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle. You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
All right, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the West Barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future queen to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke, and the fire, and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the center to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin!
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar.
We've already lost one ship. Kaelin's still in there. Come on.
It's time you led from the front. We'll follow every step of the way. Ready? Let's go!
We could really use your help over here.
Right! Time to carve our names on your heart! Beautiful shot! Good! They might be facing, but they're still nothing but men. Keep it up. There's plenty more left.
That's another notch for you.
If we can't get past those gates, this battle is already over. That bullet just falls. They make good targets, don't they? Time for me to kick your ass!
Man down! Watch the footing!
The longer we stall, the more of our people we lose.
fighting's over!
That showed him.
You think you can win, do you? Well, we're the best. Logan's elite. Good. You take that mortar out. Really starting to annoy me.
We have to take the castle now.
Don't let the traitor get the better hand.
Good. You've used one of those mortars before. How about you blow up this one?
Sword, too. Say they don't deserve that.
The mortar's down!
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Come on, Kaelin, do your stuff.
Take the fight into the city! Ah, bit of close combat. This is more like it. Recognize old Walter, you hot botherers.
How you feeling, Walter?
Better if you stop asking me. Now let's go. Got him down!
That was a lucky parry.
He's not getting back up, that's for sure. Stick that sword down. You all right there? He should have surrendered.
I'm the best. That one's dead, all right.
That's right. Aim where it hurts. More guards.
The promise you made to Kaelin is now on the wall with the others. You have some new pieces of clothing. Feel free to change the color of your clothes or hair using the dyes. That is, after all, what they are for. Are you comfortable? I'm not entirely certain that the mannequin is. Magnificent selection. The headscarf is particularly well chosen. New weapons have been added to your collection. Is a different weapon required? Any one of these is ideal for home defense. Why just stab or shoot your enemies when you can set them on fire? That combination is bound to get their attention.
The king wants your head on a plate, and that is what he's going to get. Fight through the pain! Stand around, soldier. Good strike, soldier. Barking only delays your death. Put the pressure, soldier. How's that feel, eh?
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... No. What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? You're mine! Fine defense work, soldier. I'll take this butt out! Harry, you fool! That's the stuff! Wow, I've never seen one of these soldiers go down so quickly!
Thanks for letting me slice you open.
Long live... Don't let it distract you like that! Get up! Put up your guard, soldier! Damn rebel is firing! Got him! Good work, soldier! Now that's tackle marksmanship!
have a moment's rest. You wouldn't want to get bored, would you?
has a gun!
Another gate. And I don't think Kaylin's going to be able to blow this one up.
I thought people were supposed to open doors for queens, not the other way around.
Shut up, then.
Keep it up! They don't deserve any mercy!
The rapidity with which industry has developed in Albion is nothing short of extraordinary. One need only visit one of Bowerstone Industrial's great factories to witness the majesty of modern technology in action. However, while visiting a factory, one must be aware of one's surroundings. Stand too close to exposed machinery, and one could lose a finger, or even an arm. Or a spouse. And what was ultimately ruled to be a regrettable accident, wherein no party was at fault.
best trained soldiers in the kingdom.
Look, it's Paige. Well, that girl knows how to handle herself. Come on, we're not far from the castle now. We'll meet up with her there.
There's more of them! How about you, turncoat? Defend yourself,
Look at
soldier!
that! It's almost like they're expecting us.
Say what you want about Logan's army, they really know how to make you feel welcome.
There's no way we're getting past that.
They shouldn't work for tyrants. Oh, please, we're a treat. Have you noticed all the houses and doors? We just need to perpetrate breaking and entering, followed by some flanking and filleting. They deserve to die for what they did to Swifty.
Through here.
Come on, Paige, where are you?
Paige!
Oh, about bloody time!
My men are taking care of the east barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
Deserves a round of
How do you like that, then?
I bet you've been wanting to do that for a long time.
Well, that took care of another one.
Soldiers been...
Let's give these buggers a satisfaction.
That one was a right bugger. Glad you got it. Deserve it, hey? Are you okay?
Excellent attack. Now...
That's another knock for you. Stand up and we'll get through them in no time. Elite soldiers, my arse. Have that.
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
is with the damn gates?
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up. Ha ha! Did you see that border that the whole city bowed to our thunder?
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off. Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
Oh, a murderer, is it? Well, you'd better watch your step.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then. There she is. The Queen of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
The people await your verdict, but do what you feel is best for the kingdom.
You can't escape punishment for what you've done, Logan. I sentence you to death.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan will pay for his crimes against the people of Albion with his life.
Squad forward! Attention! Ready! Take aim! Fire! At ease!
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. You will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it, Albion's royal treasury. The store of the kingdom's total wealth. It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And 3, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way, raise the taxes even further. True, many will suffer in the short term, but we will be able to protect the kingdom and run our fingertips over vast amounts of gold in this very room. What will it be, Your Majesty? Taxes are just a concept, a word, an abstraction. Now, piles of luscious gold, that's something you can touch. But it is you who must decide. Very well, Your Majesty. Ah, an arousing sight, is it not? Breathe in that gilded air. Our tax collectors have not wasted any time carrying out your wishes. Certainly some people will starve to death, but it's a small price to pay for the security of our land. If you carry on being this decisive, the treasury will soon be overflowing. Perhaps you could even take a little of the money for yourself. Wink, wink. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
How good to see you, madam. Your Majesty, looking quite smart today. Ooh! Bum, bum, bum. Woo! Yeah! Woo! I'm flying!
Don't tempt me, Weaver.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What? better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies. There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as a pauper monarch, then by all means, listen to her. Reaver Industries will abide by your decision. You ought to consider the financial benefits, Your Majesty. After all, wages ought to...
The factory will be reopened as it was. We need all the workers we can get.
A most astute choice, Your Majesty. I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
I will never forgive you for this. After all we've done, you're no different to Logan.
No slacking!
Welcome to the reopening of Reaver Industries Youth Centre, where we care for your young 20 hours a day, teach them valuable skills, and ensure they never, ever get into trouble.
Don't just buy from anyone. Buy from me. Ooh, you're that murderer, aren't you?
Hello there,
Hey there,
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
I hope you're well.
The Queen! Wow!
Hello there, Your Majesty. You should get some ballroom dancing lessons. That's just offensive.
Hey!
Life is just one long bitter nightmare. Stop.
Hey, look at that!
That could have gone better.
Get off me!
That person now hates you, but no matter. Hate has its upside. A person who can't stand to be around you will sometimes offer gifts, some might say bribes, to leave them alone.
Hello, Your Majesty. That was a
Work,
great
you
coronation.
Scurvy dogs! Work!
Who's a lovely boy? Hey.
Yeah, very good.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You mean we can only spend our
That
wages on the
murderer,
company
aren't
store?
you?
Bugger me.
Yay! Work
Nothing's
harder, you
ever
lazy
going to
good for
improve,
nothings.
Your Majesty. Oh.
You should be a model
You
or something.
malingering maggots. Woo! Hey! Oh. Nobody gave you permission to drink any water. Get back to work, you idle filth.
Your wages.
Is all well, my lady?
Hello there.
Oi, number 5. Any more of that and you'll be out on your arse in no time.
Hello, my lady.
How are you, Your Majesty?
I have the best shop in Bowerstone.
I'm Bowerstone's most trustworthy salesman.
Hello there, Your Majesty.
Hello, Your Majesty. You're not stalking your next
Get your nose down here.
Oh, poo!
Stop it!
There's no better tattoos than mine.
No finer goods in all of Bowerstone.
I have Bowerstone's finest
It's
fountain.
mighty
Sweet. How good to see you, madam. Hail to thee, beloved majesty.
Greetings, Mom.
Nothing to
Your
report,
Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Hello. Your Majesty.
Everything all right, Your Majesty.
Good to see you, Your Majesty.
How are you this fine day, madam?
Ah, there's a killer walking amongst us. Well, we know your type, and we're watching.
Hey, that looks good.
I've lost a lot of respect for you, Your Majesty.
Good day.
My queen.
Let's see it. You murdering beast!
Smell
Hey!
this!
Hello there,
Mind your own
Your
business.
Majesty.
Ah, it's the great ruler.
Hello. Haven't seen such a black art since my dad died. Your Majesty?
You're that
these
psycho
taxes
killer,
you've made
ain't
us
ya?
pay, are you
Don't
spending
try
them
any
on
of that
clothes and
murdering
stuff
business
like
on
that?
my watch.
What? You're disgusting!
Majesty?
People probably don't tell you this much now you're the Queen. But that was just crap, Your Highness.
Milady?
Where'd you learn to dance like that?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion.
Gracious Majesty.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Riva shall stand against her.
You may speak. Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You have done little to improve the lives of your citizens since you came to power. But it's not too late to start. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of...
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The Old Quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Riva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn old quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new old quarter.
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is. After all, the people have grown accustomed to murder, theft, and contraband. Increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach by lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from certain annihilation? Indeed, Your Majesty. Why make any changes in such an innocuous matter? So people don't feel safe. Is that such a terrible thing? Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
At your service, my queen.
How are you this fine day, madam?
How are you, Your Majesty? Hello there, Your
My lady.
Majesty.
Hey!
Wish I looked half as good as you. Up, round.
Ah.
Oh, yes.
Beast. Yippee! Looking absolutely smashing today, Your Majesty. Things aren't as bad as they used to be.
Looking
Could
for
be
your
better.
next
you
vote,
today,
Tim.
madam?
Murderer! That's some great ink you've got.
Hey!
My lady.
Logan's dead! Oh, we're free at last! You are looking fantastic, as only you can, Your Majesty. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's a great top. It really brings out your...
Your Majesty?
Well, it's not my place to say.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened queen. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be...
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild...
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a woman of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora. An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Everything all right, Your Majesty?
Madam, greetings, madam.
Hail and well met, your most gracious Majesty.
I don't know what to say.
These high taxes would be rather distressing if my personal fortune weren't so ludicrously immense.
How delightfully funny.
Hello there, Your Majesty.
Greetings, madam.
Nice to see you, Your Majesty. Those clothes just scream royalty.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Hey, what you doing? What you doing?
Smell this.
You're that psycho killer,
I
ain't
hope
ya?
something very bad
Don't
happens
try
to
any
you.
of that murdering business on my watch. At your service. At your command. Awaiting your command. Hello, ma'am.
Good to see you, Your Majesty.
Ah, Your Majesty,
Your
my
command.
queen.
I shall never tire of seeing that. And I typically tire rather easily.
The Queen! Or as Daddy says...
All right, Your Majesty. Ah, it's our
Greetings.
mighty
Hail,
queen.
mighty sovereign.
Hello.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Here it comes, here it comes. Where did you get that great hat? Great! Thanks!
Madam?
Ah, it's the great ruler. Hello.
Ah, you're a strong one. Why not inquire about
Well,
that
it's
match
our
I need?
mighty
That
queen.
battle really made the
Hello.
old quarter uninhabitable. Thank goodness it's being rebuilt. You murdering beast! I never thought I'd see the day when we'd be rid of Logan. Ah, well done!
Yay!
Yeah, nice. Madam.
Yeah! Just brilliant!
Yeah!
Yay!
Hooray! Hooray!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yay!
Wow, it's the
Good
Queen!
one.
Oh, wow!
Unbelievable!
Hello.
Yeah!
Woo! All right!
On! Yay! Yeah! Nice!
Yeah, nice!
Go on!
Woo! All right!
Woohoo!
Yeah!
Yay!
Woohoo!
No one can catch me!
Yeah!
Very, very boring. You just don't
Madam?
care who you kill, do you?
Hail, mighty sovereign!
Ah, it's our mighty
the Queen herself.
Hello. Ah, it's the great ruler. Hello.
I went shopping by myself for the first time in
Lovely.
years. Quite a novel experience.
How do you like my new clothes? Just bought them the other day.
I'm not certain what it all means, but it appears that it goes
These are good times to be a shopkeeper.
Your Majesty?
Greetings, my lady. Yes, yeah! Look at you go! I knew the person you killed, monster.
Makes me smile, it does.
Wow!
I can't believe it's
you!
Oh.
Hello, my lady.
Hello, your Royal Majesty.
Funny stuff.
Your Majesty.
How are you today?
Always a joy to see you,
Nice
Your Royal Grandness.
hands.
Long live the Queen!
Hi, big shot.
My lady.
Milady?
Ah, it's the great ruler.
So, have you ever been to the cities under the sea? There are cities under the sea, right?
Don't you have any
Madam?
respect for people's lives?
Oh, all right.
Ma'am? Looking good.
Hello there, Your Majesty.
Hiya.
Ever seen any?
At your orders, Mom.
I implore you, help me.
Awaiting your command, my lady. At your service, my queen.
How are you, Your Majesty? Thank you for always being there for
And...
Ah!
Anna!
Oh, yes.
In this land, people show charity.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
This had better be good.
See the world. Nice to see you, Your Majesty.
Hello, your awesome supremeness.
Hello, Your Royal Majesty.
Taking off your wages.
Oh my! Hello, Your Majesty.
My lady.
If I can be of any help, let me know.
How are you today, madam?
Hello, my lady. Who will you kill next? Murder.
And... Woo! That was fun.
Oh, hello there.
Always look out for sales. You never know when I'll put one on.
Melee weapons of all sizes.
You can't get me. Oh, wow. Hello. Hello, superhero.
Wow.
Wait, hello. Wow, it's the Queen.
My
It's the
Daddy
Queen
says
herself.
Queen and country.
cheese!
Hail, mighty sovereign.
Hello there. Oh, wow.
Salutations, mighty
The Queen. Wow.
At your service.
Madam,
At your orders, ma'am. At your command.
Oh my! Hail
Greetings,
and well
Mom.
met,
Hello there,
your
Your
most
Majesty.
gracious
how are
Majesty.
you, Your Ma-
Oh,
hello? Little dance! Hey,
Can I be of service, my lady?
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? Or perhaps you would prefer the funds were channeled into, let us say, a more personal account? It is almost too perfect to waste on anything as trivial as protecting the kingdom, wouldn't you say, Your Majesty? A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, Your Majesty. Bravo. The Treasury's health is robust, but we must always be wary of unnecessary expenditures and watch out for possible avenues of profit. With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the Treasury, and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population low, but more importantly, the Treasury high. Is it really fair to bring new life into such an uncertain world? And won't that gold go to help the children who have already been born? Of course, you may also choose to keep Logan's policies. The matter is entirely in your hands. Fining people for having children may seem harsh and will undoubtedly prove unpopular, but surely we must safeguard our future. Reinstating the child benefit system would be a popular move, of course. However, one must consider at what cost that popularity would come. If you choose to leave Logan's abolishment in place, people might think you are no different to him. At least it wouldn't be a drain on the Treasury, though. Reinstating the child benefit system would be a popular move, of course. However, one must consider at what cost that popularity would come. Very well, Your Majesty. The breeders amongst the rabble will be ecstatic, I'm sure. Perhaps you are considering making a personal donation to the Treasury to make up for the shortfall. It is entirely your decision, as always. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day. As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reaver's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned. I'm afraid you're